What? No, they just got the church. People are being very festive.
I told y'all we needed to check out like 3 different places.
Yeah, I know. Well, split let's step back to the... I'm heading back to the church.
Oh, those people at the church. I'm going to give you guys a free rumor.
Die.
Ooh.
Free rumor.
Free rumor.
So, yeah, let's go get them and check out the mine. And then we can go to the cellar.
One of the... Let's say Crankin. No, Crankin's top.
Then we can try to go to sleep.
Did y'all know there was a murder in this town? April before last?
We did not.
Back in 74. That's right. It was it was in my house. That's what I heard. There was a murder in my house. McCullens killed 6 months before. Did you know that?
No, sir.
Nobody told me?
Nope, you're the first.
Okay. Well, it was a year and a half ago.
Who died?
I just know the name. We didn't live here yet. We moved in about 6 months after, and then people were like, we live in that murder house. And I was like, okay. I don't know what they want me to do about that. It's a house. So...
Awesome. I love it.
But you folks look bored, so I thought I'd tell you.
My favorite character so far.
Robert Crankin?
Okay, that is meta though, because whoever got bored and...
Well, you guys... No, okay, he didn't say that. Well, he said, yeah, but y'all are outside.
No, the characters can look bored.
I heard you're ghost hunters.
Oh, that is...
So that's what his excuse for approaching you guys and talking.
We're all like muttering to ourselves, like planning what we're gonna do tonight, and you're like, you look bored.
There's a murder in my house.
Is your house
you're right.
as well as the Turner house?
I'm sorry. No, I've never seen or heard anything strange in that house at all. Neither have my kids or my wife. Irene, we have 4 kids. There's Josella, and there's Mark, and that's Tom. There's Brad there. There's Bradley. Oh, God. I gotta go. Okay, so he runs off. He eventually finds Bradley, who is apparently like splashing in some punch or something. You know,
God.
He's ready. He's like 4. And he's like, it's on the mashed potatoes, and he's like, I can juggle, and he can't. So, anyway. So he went and he subscribed to it. Anyway, so there's a thing about some murder a year and a half ago.
Shit. Well... I mean, can I ask around about this murder that they said?
Who do you want to ask? Anybody specifically? Like the police? I mean, there is a constable in this town, so anybody would know that.
If he's at Christmas, I'll ask him. I was like,
he's there.
This old man, Mr. Crankin, just came up to me and told me that people died in his house for no reason.
You guys heard Clyde Johnson does a newspaper, so he also might have some information as well.
No, I'm going up to Miss Stephanie.
Oh, okay.
Going up to Dr. Mario right there.
I like that picture. He's got a big ass mustache.
We're talking about breaking into places. We're going to go up to the cop and talk to him about something.
You'll never suspect us if we're
Keep your enemies close.
Oh, God.
And the police.
And apparently Otto very far away.
Okay.
Poor Otto. So we're heading back to the church, by the way, Andy.
Okay. You asked him about the McClellans?
Yes.
He says, yeah, that was during the Easter Fair of 1874. Their throats were all slit. You can read about it in the paper. He's looking around for Johnson, obviously. Anybody wants to make a psychology check?
Are we done?
No. They're getting a chance to do stuff.
97.
This guy is stupid and doesn't know anything, Jacali.
Alright, well, most policemen are.
Yep.
Okay, he's not telling you everything. There's something he's keeping to himself. So, and Jane can also be there if she wants to be. Sam?
Yeah, she can.
Okay. So there's something he's not telling you about this whole situation, but he does refer you to Johnson at the newspaper, or the newspaper, if you want some information. He's probably got... Okay. You tell her that later. Okay. No. You're 97. No, you get to make whatever choice you want. That's not... Wait, what is your psychology?
15?
That's a fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's being honest. He's just an incompetent cop.
Stupid. That was my fumble.
He's an incompetent cop. He obviously doesn't know nothing about nothing.
I mean, if you really want to try to talk with this guy.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I'm gonna talk to the newspaper man. I think it's this guy's just eats donuts and whiskey and
Donuts and whiskey.
That hard whiskey just fit you, Jacali.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, let's go talk to the newspaper guy.
Yeah, you can talk to him. He's like, oh, it's terrible. Yeah, all their throats were slit.
That's how you
I had an article in the paper. It was Easter before last, Easter 1874. I can get it for you tomorrow if you want.
Do you know who done it?
No, nobody. It was never found out. Yeah, it was somebody
a small
killed them
town
all.
like this, and all of
It must have been somebody passing through, and they must have just.
Who was passing through around that time?
It wasn't anybody that anybody saw.
So somebody
But we have big
walked into
Easter.
town, throats cut out?
We have a big Easter. There's a big Easter fair kind of thing, and it could have been somebody at that.
I've heard that someone.
Who? Which one are you trying to get?
The psychopath guy.
Oh yeah, Zachary Butler.
The slow guy.
I've heard that Mr. Butler is a psychopath. I've heard a rumor around town. You think it was him?
I think if it was him, Constable Wells would have figured it out. Well, yeah, Constable Wells is a good constable.
Keep giving him up.
Yeah. You have any social skills?
I have charm.
Give me charm.
No, I don't actually. I have charm checked because I succeeded last time. I have not. Everything's base.
Do me a charm, do me a charm. Let's see.
Charming totally.
Okay, now. Okay, so well, he doesn't seem convinced by what you're saying. If you made the charm check, he'd be like, maybe you're right. You know, that kind of thing. I have no confidence in our cop anymore.
That's what I was trying to do. I was just like,
no, but
I don't think so.
No, he says, well, he seems to think Constable Wells knows what he's doing.
Do you reckon Constable?
Oh, come to think, he never did let me look at the murder scene. So,
well,
I don't know. Look, you know what? I'll go to the telegraph office and find the newspaper. I remember it was April 1804. It should only take a minute to find it. I can get an article for you. All right. I'll be right back. He goes and gets his coat and he heads out.
Back to the constable.
You guys can still talk to the constable. Still got a little time before they get back from up there.
All right.
So certain
Look,
less
just
supernatural.
Yeah.
That's supernatural.
Good way to start the conversation. I've had a little bit of your corny whiskey,
Oh, you've been down to the Sleeping Wolf.
and let me tell you, it was like drinking bleach, but
Drinking what?
And the bug is what makes it so good.
Oh
So, you don't know who did this murder 2 years ago?
No.
You have no idea.
I wish I knew because I'd arrest him.
What about that psychopath fella?
Yeah, I feel like...
No, it was definitely not him.
Well, how do you know?
Because I investigated the killing, and it was definitely not him.
Was there something...
Well, how do you know that?
You'll just have to trust me on this. If you guys want to make a social skill to try to get him to reveal more information, you can.
Once you charm again. Worked once, it'll definitely work. Nope.
You gonna push it?
I'm not gonna push it 15%.
Okay. You're going to jail.
Jacali's trying to come on to the sheriff.
What kind of social skill do you want to use there? You're there too if you want to try to help them out with social skills. Fast talk works. You just have to lie to them. We know you know more than you're telling us, or whatever. If you want to go that route, hold on. Let's make it.
Yeah, she made it a hard.
Okay, Ashton. Because she's been around for all this, if she wants. Okay. So what do you want to tell him? Do you want to say that we know what happened,
Yeah.
and we just want to hear it from you or whatever? Okay.
No.
He looks around and he takes you ladies aside to where you have a little bit of privacy. He says, "You cannot tell people in this town. I do not want to start a panic."
I think we're pretty good at discretion.
And we're leaving soon anyway, so...
The secret will
All right.
travel far away.
Their throats were not slit. And McKellen's throats were not slit. Their bodies were horribly mangled and mauled as if by a huge wild animal. Now, I decided not to have a panic. Because there's no way that an animal could have gotten in the house. The doors and windows were locked. But somehow, some animal got in and ripped them to pieces.
There was no sign of forced entry.
Correct.
And got away while locking the door?
He just nods at that. And he looks nervous about this situation. But people in this town start thinking that some kind of animal can get in their houses and knocking at doors and opening their windows. It could lead to bad things.
There's
So
window locks at this time?
Yeah, there's latches and stuff on everything. They're on it. So I decided that I would tell Johnson, and he looks, and you see Johnson's coming in and starting to get his coat off and everything because he's got newspapers in. I told Johnson and everyone else that they were murdered, probably by somebody passenger. I appreciate your discretion on this.
Well,
Thank you, ladies. Johnson walks over.
I got your newspaper, right?
There you are, Constable. They were just asking me about the McKellen massacre. There it is. There's the newspaper. It's a whole newspaper. This is the article. Hey, why don't you read it to us?
McCullen Massacre! Family of 9 found dead in their home. It was certainly the worst crime ever committed in the Falls Run. A sign that the deterioration of decency and morals has no longer itself to the seas. The entire McCullen family was found dead in their homes this week, their throats slit by some villainous criminal. It was almost certain that some vagabond, having come to Falls Run during the Easter festival, is responsible for the deed. Constable Wells and police from Grafton are investigating any sordid characters who might have attended the fair. Teddy McCullen will be sorely missed on the Board of Trustees of the church, and Mary's voice will echo in our memories as the choir sings. The happy voices of Anne, Margaret, Toby, Obed, and Eugene will never more be heard piping up in their Sunday school classes. And even the screaming of the infant twins, Katie and Jessica, will be missed by us all. Jesus Christ! It's like a whole town in here!
It's a full town. Yeah, 9 people.
And tearing up.
This cop just, came into the house, and there were just guts on the wall and the ceiling.
It was ripped to pieces.
And he was just like, their throats were slit, don't go inside!
He probably cleaned the entire thing up himself. He probably cleaned the whole house up himself.
And lost
rather than create
points.
a panic. Yeah, probably.
Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord, for henceforth, the scriptures tell us, yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. As the whole town of Falls Run grieves these horrible deaths, let us cling to that promise, and filled with the fear of God, do our utmost to bring this vicious killer to justice. Now, in the middle of reading this,
Right.
can I read this?
Well, out loud?
No, with my English.
Yes, you can read that.
Okay.
Dude, none of that is super complicated. Johnson doesn't look like a man.
Blessed are the dead which die in the Lord, fro henceforth.
Some of those words you don't quite. You can get the gist of by their placement.
That's also probably just closer to the correct.
Yeah. So yeah, you get it. No, you can read it. Are you reading it? You're reading it to yourself though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but then later on you're gonna spread it, give it to everybody, and they can all read the whole thing themselves. So, yeah. And
What
Johnson
else happened
says.
on this day?
Johnson says nothing. No, they never did catch the murderer or murderers, but obviously somebody passed through town. So.
Tragic.
After the Easter fair or during the Easter fair?
Oh, that's when you guys get back. By the way, you guys return to the church around this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can do information
After the
dumps.
Easter fair or during the Easter fair?
They said during.
Well,
they
it's
said
1874 and it's April 10th, and the Easter.
They said 1974. Future crime.
Oh, damn it.
No, journalist man messed it up.
Typos there probably are a few in there. Anyway, the Easter fair in 1874, Easter was in late March, so it was obviously after the Easter fair, or right around the time of the story ran almost 2 weeks later.
Okay.
April 10th would have been almost a week and a half afterwards. So.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What was the moon like that night? You're gonna have to go find an almanac, sir.
Somebody can look it up. Look up calendar 1874 on your phone. The first entry should be calendars.com, and you can
do we
easily
have access to that information?
You're gonna find an almanac, sir. I actually do have almanacs on me.
You could probably. You got an almanac for this year.
Oh, that's this year. That's true.
1874. If you look up calendar 1874, you guys could find it out. If you ask around, several people do have old almanacs. They're usually in the outhouses because once they're done, they stick them out there and use them for toilet paper.
But they wasn't. My grandparents used the Sears calendar.
Around April, it'd be late March. When was the full moon for late March?
29th.
29th of March?
Yeah.
29th of March would have been around Easter. You could, if you scrim to the bottom of this thing, you'll see when it'll have listed when Easter was. You scroll, not scrim.
So, I'm actually curious, and I might ask around tentatively, who's on the board of the church?
Irrelevant. They give you some names.
Okay.
So, I'll give you that for free. It's not important for the campaign, but I don't know. I don't have a list of the board.
Easter was on the 5th. I was just checking since they're part of the board.
Okay. There you go. So, April 5th was actually Easter. So, it was the weekend before. Okay, they're back. What do y'all want to do? Y'all together again. They're still singing Christmas carols and that kind of things in the church. People who from the train are trying to make the best of it. Obviously, Mrs. I always forget her last name. I have a Victorian name generator. And Mrs. Haberlane has pulled out these presents for her kids. It's like, this is what you get tomorrow morning. So, we're not going to miss Christmas. What about Santa? How will he find us? I'm sure he'll leave the toys at home and we'll be home in a few days. I want my toy cat. You know, that kind of thing from Opus, whatever his name is. Clovis.
You can't even call on James Brown for calling him Clive. And you call him Opus.
Because he did it on purpose and I did it because I made a mistake.
Alright, well, we got 3 places. Which one should we do first?
Yeah, well,
I think the kitchen.
I mean, it seems like
That is
that's
where
what
the
we can
ghost
do
would
too.
be.
Yeah.
I think the ghost has the most information.
And then tomorrow,
open that door without letting everyone know.
You know,
Could we oil it, or is it like so far gone?
You think it's too far gone?
I think we could just take
The only way to open it is like
Slowly.
so super slowly.
Yeah, we can do that. We could also take
You could try to do that.
We
Yes.
could take a hack.
It'll require a dex check in order to get
oh,
it.
that will be very
That's gonna be loud as hell.
covered. Like they won't even know we're
What?
there.
Would it be quieter to take the pins out, or not?
With the pins, as rusty as it is, it's probably gonna take a hammer and chisel to get them to actually come out.
Okay.
So that's gonna be loud potentially.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody lives in there, and this is a small town. We could see if they even lock the doors on the front and try to go in without those rusty doors.
Well, they said that they locked the basement door when you left, though. I can lock
The basement door that leads up into
Lock?
like
You
the
pick locks? These are the skills we need.
boom. Okay, there you
These skills.
That just came out. Yeah, you guys real quick.
Now it doesn't matter. We can just avoid that rusty door altogether.
Yeah!
Lock Pickerton about this.
Yeah! Well, then don't come!
I mean, we're not lockpicking. Let's go investigate the mine together.
Okay, listen, Copper.
I'm not saying about.
Oh yeah, we're totally going to investigate the mine. And need us
But we have
there.
like a known. We have a thief.
I've been here for 2 hours.
And we will be there.
She never said she stole anything.
And what all
She
we
could
know
be a
is that,
locksmith.
exactly. And all we know is that she is following James Brown for information.
And that is not suspicious. Checklist.
That's the same person ever. That's no difference. I don't want to be anywhere near Jack West, but I would imagine that someone could be very interested in his.
Am I here?
Yes.
Good.
Well, you didn't know that.
Probably get a coin.
Yeah, we're
I
totally
thought we
going
were
to-
such good
to the
friends.
mines, right, guys?
Yeah, Jojo. Right.
That's
I have
my
no
real name
qualms
that you have learned.
Jabushi.
Yep.
Investigating this.
Got it right.
See, I did remember.
Oh, you did.
Well, clearly there's been mystery murders in this town.
But listen,
And a man missing.
what I'm saying is
The
that
townsfolk could be in on it.
we will be there to keep Jane innocent, and you know us, we're not going in there to trash the place to steal anything.
that.
So,
Our intentions are innocent as well.
I was just saying that.
It isn't intentions like 9/10 of the law.
I understand you not wanting to be on the bad side of it if we get caught. And I feel like it is within your right to do that. I would appreciate, though, if you didn't turn us in, of course, on the other end of that.
I was not going to turn him in. I just wanted to... I told him that some kids were doing it. Okay, you're fine. How about you? But then I wanted to explain why someone was there. Can you keep watch for us instead? So that he can trust me.
I appreciate it.
What? You can watch for us instead then?
What?
I can do that. And also, if you see Joe, Bill, and Bill, follow them. Alone?
I will say, though, Otto, if you really don't want to be in any way related to this, it might be good for you to have an alibi, either
I wanted
staying by
that's
the
why I
church.
was staying there. I wanted an alibi to
Right.
explain why someone opened the door.
Right, I know, but I'm saying for this, for going back, if you want to stay at the church for the
There's
night,
some funny
to be
stuff you
seen
missed.
there, or if
Definitely
you
Jacali gets a coin.
I could go to the bar. And
Or if you don't
intentions
know.
are like 9 in the bar. How about that?
well,
Yeah.
but I mean, I thought we were going there after hours at the bar anyways.
Oh, well.
If you're at the bar, then you're going to be seen to the crime.
Basically, us trying to rationalize to, not rationalizing, that we should be able to go into the basement. I'm fine with it going into the basement.
Oh, yeah, no, and then
it's
definitely-
just that
I
I
did.
think...
Oh, I thought you got. Oh wait, I gave you a coin by accident, didn't I?
Oh, I deserve one as well.
Does anyone
It was funny.
Yeah, he
Anybody
did
want-
call me
okay.
Jaboshi again, so...
Jaboshi. No, that's a new name.
Anyway, sorry to
Fine,
interrupt
to
the,
use the
the
same
intense role playing going on. Keep going. I'm gonna do a short.
Well, what do you want me to do? Stay here?
I think it's up to you, but I'm just saying, if you want to have no part in this, I'm fine.
I'm fine with having a part in it, but I'd like to be able to not get in trouble.
Yeah, so stay
watch.
I think if you stay watch, you're going to be...
Wait, stay watch where?
What do you got to do, Andy?
I think if you stay watch anywhere, you should probably stay as near the church as you can. Because church is this one, right? You can still kind
Church
of
is
see
10.
it. But, I mean...
The big building in the center of town, the biggest one.
There's no way I can get up.
I mean, I suppose you could be near the... I don't know. I think it just might look suspicious if you're too close to the place. That's all I'm saying. You can do what you want to. You know more about the law than I do.
I know a lot about the law. I know the most. If you don't get caught, it doesn't count.
I give him a look.
I hate you, Jack West.
Her character said that she agreed.
Right on my
Okay.
Alright, but just so we're clear, Mr. Turner said he was going to be at the bar until 2 a.m. If we're planning on lockpicking
Yes,
our way
we're
in with
concerned.
the help of Miss Jane, then we need to wait until after 2 a.m. so that we don't
What time is it now?
That's why I think we go to the mines first.
Let's see.
I feel like it should be shorter.
7:30 is when they started like this. Not really started with a lot of Christmas
Oh,
carols
God.
and hymns.
Yeah,
So
I
by
was-
the 8:30, it's you guys can. It's however late you want it to be. To be quite honest.
Around 9, we should
Mines
probably
first.
check the mines and come back. And check
Kitchen
the
next,
cellar.
then the Turner house.
So mine's at 9 o'clock.
because that's when they said the
Kitchen. When kitchen? What's the plan for when?
We should
What-
do it after the kitchen.
After hours? Like after 2 a.m.
Yeah,
for
well,
kitchen?
Yeah, it has to be
Yeah,
after.
after 2.
And then the Turner House?
Well, I think Turner House is the next day because that's when they agreed to. Oh no,
No,
they want
no,
to
no.
Turner House.
not Christmas, right?
Oh yeah, probably the day after, or maybe Christmas night would work for them.
I have the total plan.
I'll give you that. Christmas night you would.
Mine. Then we meet at the bar.
The
So that
sleeping room.
you can meet Mr. Turner, and you two, and y'all can go to the house, so that y'all have the alibi or whatever we need, and then we sneak in the bar.
You know that, Ralph.
But Turner isn't going to be the only person there if we go before 2 a.m.
No, I'm
We
saying
go
when it
at 2
closes,
a.m. and then meet
y'all will
him.
escort him to his house.
Yeah.
That might work. It gives us a little split up, but I think it can work.
These are trained people who were at the bar.
I feel like you don't
Remember there was a few trained people at the bar?
on your trip over to Turner.
Just throwing a few out. These are randos, guys. Don't even worry about them. I just want to give some kind of context.
I'm just worried if something goes wrong in the basement,
and that lady.
or I mean, and the mines will be together. But if something goes wrong in the basement, if there is like a chained up horrible, black tar monster thing.
Oh, I'll come get you.
Do you have something that could help with that?
No, I'm just saying that I don't want if we have to. I mean.
Hey, you'll have a head start on running away in that case.
I'd rather not have members of us die as a mystery in a place we don't know, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I've heard Otto's getting braver by the minute. Maybe he'll make the sacrifice that we need.
God. Wow.
Well, if we're going to the mines first, we can
What a dick.
I'm gonna kick you down.
talk about plans more later.
Okay, so what's the first thing? Mines? You want to head up to the mines around 9 o'clock?
Lanterns first.
Alright.
Please God,
You guys can get some lanterns. How many do you want? Does everybody have one? Or does
I'll have one.
Who's going to want to have a lantern? Raise your hand. We're going to go that route.
Right, I feel like if I'm gonna have
So,
a lantern, right?
Dr. Weisswald, Jane, and Stalloid are going to carry lanterns, correct? Did you want one too?
I want one, but I might not be using it. I can hold something like this. What are you talking about?
But what's your other hand doing?
He's got a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are you doing
okay,
that
so
with
Jack
the
West.
broken
And Jack West.
fingers?
I can't. What?
Guys, we're bogging down on who cares shit. Okay, so you four, this end of the table each has a lantern each. With the full kerosene, well, and it's lit up to people are a few people are like, where are you going? You know, that kind of thing. Somebody says, they're going to go to the bathroom together.
Yep, all 8 of us.
You don't know who the hell that is. It's just some guy, somebody from the train.
Oh, is Ophelia coming?
He's taking a sip from his flask. Okay, she bundles up, so she can't put her arms
She
down.
has a lantern. She's like,
Oh, Ophelia has a lantern. Okay, so it's so cold out here. Why are we out here?
Alright, I should probably go to the
she does
bathroom.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that'll be the best time for it.
There's only one
Articles. So here's. So you guys are gonna be walking up and then heading up to the mine, which is up in this area. Your hand hurts every time you move it. It hurts.
Yeah, like it's still hard to hold things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no. Currently, it's just strapped to.
So it's not lit.
Yeah, not lit.
Okay. Because that's gonna get hot and horrible very quickly.
Sorry.
There's the girl. She had her supper. She's like, oh, there's the spot. There's the
That's not a
spot.
bad idea.
Oh my
But it
goodness.
probably affects my aim too if I can't feel things.
Let's see.
Just me.
Just
Just me. James Wyatt. James Wyatt.
actually, I probably would have splinted it to his other finger too.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah,
That's fine.
that would be difficult to hold. Shoot. Now splinted the whole set of fingers.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, you don't want to like wiggle it around too much.
Correct.
No. So yeah, that's a lot better.
So they're splinted together. You could still take the lantern. Once you get it lit, you can like hold it
Oh my god.
over
You'll find
your
a way.
wrist or something like that. No, you don't want to hold it like this.
No. It's like in these two fingers, like holding it all crooked.
You can do that if you want. Yes.
You'll find a way.
Again, at
Put
the
it in my
church, you
mouth.
guys saw the reflection. It was not nearly as much as it was in the sleeping wolf. So, let's see. Okay. So around 9 o'clock, you head up. You walk through town. You're alone. There's nobody out there. The snow's still coming down. You don't see any sign of anybody. Most of the houses are dark because most everybody's at the church, kind of just having a good time. They'll probably be there pretty late. And you head up to the mines. It's mainly one mine entrance that they're digging out
I'm
of.
looking at big tracks.
You don't see anything fresh anywhere near the mine. Wait. Yeah, there's some that are kind of fresh.
Yeah.
Make me a tracking skill.
Oh, can I do that?
Yes. Otto's starting to look at the ground very carefully. In the snow.
Oh, wow.
5.
1.
Okay, that's not better than that.
Check him off. You got success, we got an extreme, and we've got a critical. So, okay. There are tracks. Small tracks, like an animal. Leaving the mine. Apparently leaving the mine, these tracks are. Jacali, those are wolf tracks. Good-sized wolf tracks.
These are wolves.
They are leaving the
That's what I
mine.
thought.
Leaving them on.
You see
Leaving
some
the
tracks that are
Wait.
going to or from the mine. You're
Why
not
are
really sure
wolves
exactly.
leaving the mine?
Because
They went into
It's just
their-
it's just one.
One wolf.
Just one big wolf
Just one big wolf.
leaving the mine,
Leaving them on.
and that's fresh tracks.
That doesn't sound like what a normal wolf would do. They're
Otto,
normally
make me an
pack animals,
intelligence
too.
check.
They don't really go alone.
I make it.
That was in there when you were up there before then.
What?
If it's leaving the mine and it's not coming to the mine, you saw tracks coming to the mine when you went up there to look. Now there's tracks leaving the mine. When you were up there at the mine alone, that was in there, whatever it was. There you go.
Somebody in this town's a damn wolf.
Well, this sounds like maybe we should follow.
And they're heading up into the mountains. The tracks are. That all three of you get. Like not down into town, but up into the mountains.
I guess that's the thing. I am worried about if we go in the mine, it's going to be a lot to explore, and I don't know what your info is on the place. We could try to follow this wolf instead.
Sounds more interesting.
Also, the wolf will know we went in the mine because we will leave our scent there. And wolves are good at that.
That is true.
So we should follow the wolf.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the mine, so it's up to you.
Looting. Can I loot the silver bullets then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you bring yours?
My gold guns with my silver.
Hold on, but are they back at the church?
No, it's always on my belt.
Silver bullets?
Yeah.
No.
You don't have any bullets on you?
No, okay, so...
He just said I'm loading silver bullets. He's got like, what, 6?
Yeah, 6 or whatever.
I
You
have
have,
a total of 8. Wait,
Yeah, so how many? Where are these silver bullets on you is what I'm asking. Would you normally
they're
carry
on my
silver
bag.
bullets?
So basically how I
And
imagine it...
you're not carrying your luggage up here.
Oh, no, just my belt. So the belt, I've got currently the rail, black and white, gold.
Gold.
Yeah, gold one.
Okay.
He originally had the black and white and the gold.
The gold one's the only one that ever has silver.
Okay. So
And
that one's
then-
loaded with silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Just make
there's...
sure you got this straight.
In between each gun has, bullet slidey things.
You could probably fit about 24 bullets on a belt if you got like overloaded.
Okay.
Like 6 and 6, and then a dozen in the back.
Yes.
Okay. So gold already is loaded with 6 silver bullets.
Yes.
How many of the rest of the bullets on the belt would you have?
Okay,
silver?
so if you're limiting to 24 for a thing, because I was going to try to double stack.
You can't double stack.
So since we
All these
can't
are
double
tiny
stack,
little leather loops that you stick a bullet into. It's really simple. It's easy to get them out. It's very quick.
In that case, 6 of them would be rail bullets, 6 would be silver, and then 12 would be
regular. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I give you that. That's not being crazy meta.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then we'll just ignore this.
Would I have my silver arrows? Because,
Did you bring your bow and arrows?
well, I was gonna bring my bow and arrow because we always get into trouble everywhere.
Okay.
But I don't know if I would have brought my silver arrows because we didn't know these people were werewolves.
I'm gonna let you
until-
make that call until you saw wolf tracks leading up into the hills.
Well,
I've
no,
been
but until I
saying-
talked to the guy.
Oh well.
I've been saying that I think there's been werewolves.
Do you keep all your arrows together most of the time anyway?
I mean, I figure probably.
Then I'll say yes. You can
Okay.
have the silver, and you've got your extra 6.
Yeah.
When we're-
I had to
You have
check
two
that.
different
It's your starting
members
level.
with different...
Do you have any silver bullets you want to mess around with? You don't have a gun. Never mind. You have a good night. We're good to go. Okay.
I've
So
got
yes,
silver spark.
it's very cold. You guys are all bundled up. Ophelia's all bundled up.
No
You can head up
guns
into
is
the.
like my first trait, I think. Hates guns is my first trait.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Hates Jack West.
Don't
Got
say-
it.
No, Jack doesn't
That's
just.
my star
Jack just
trait.
hates it when he has a gun. That's your what? Your star trait. Hate Jack's West. That's Pete
Mine,
Sutter.
if anyone's.
Pete Sutter's star trait is hates Jack West. When he goes, every time he goes out and he thinks, I hate Jack West, he gets more sanity back.
Oh shit, that's why he's still sane. No.
Anyway,
Does that mean when I die for my family, I get sanity back?
yes?
Yeah, nice.
It will be irrelevant, but that's yes.
So does that
Alright,
mean
so,
when I build communities, I get sanity back?
You can use that, but if you flub the roll, you guys can use your traits to try to recover sanity over a period of time.
But if you can turn against
you have to make a sanity check. And if you fail, you lose sanity instead, and it can cause your trait to change into something negative if it was positive.
I would
Community
have
suck
gotten a
my
lot more
ass.
sanity.
Or whatever.
Whoa, community great.
You guys have not had a lot of downtime to deal with this
Yeah.
over the last year.
Yeah.
These scenarios have been pretty fast and furious. After we're done with Christmas with the Weisswalds, you guys will have downtime where you can, if you want to try to work, you don't need sanity. Your
No, I
sanity's super
know.
high.
That's what I was saying. I
Okay.
was like, oh, no, that actually makes sense because...
And your sanity can only go to what your normal maximum sanity would be with psychoanalysis and with that kind of like self-help. The only other way to get sanity back above that is, I killed a werewolf. Hell yeah, I feel good. Alright, so anyway. So you guys are heading up in the mountains. How long do you want to try to track? Remember, you're going to be moving very slow. The snow is very deep.
And there's obviously a lot quicker at me than us.
Yes. So,
Well,
do you want me to say, okay, an hour passes, and then tell you what you found or haven't found? Or do you
That might
want
be
to do by
helpful.
half an hour, or...
my one thing is,
we
I
can
want to.
say...
We have to get back by like 2.
Can we?
Right, it's around 9.
Do we have any way of telling how far behind the wolf we are with the tracking?
right.
Yes, you had an extreme... You had a,
Yes.
Yes.
01.
These tracks are a few hours old, 2 or 3 hours old, you think. Probably, when you put together the numbers and talking with everybody, probably as old as when Otto and Bill and Phil and Joe were possibly here earlier is your best guess. So roughly around 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
No.
So actually looking around 6 hours is your guess.
6 hours that it would
Yes.
take us to get to it?
No, 6 hours ago
Right.
was probably when these tracks were made. You got a crit.
Yeah.
So you're getting a lot of extra information that normally
Well,
you
if
would.
it's
Did you
6
put a
hours
check next to
ahead
that?
of, yeah.
Okay.
If it's 6 hours ahead of us, I mean, obviously it could have had roundabout path, it could have stopped somewhere, but we might not want to track it fully.